Day 27 Lent Reflection. Be still and let the Lord fight for you. For Christians navigating the latter part of Lent, a season often marked by spiritual discipline and introspection, the feeling of exhaustion from constant fighting can be profound. Day 27 of Lent offers a powerful message of peace and surrender, encapsulated in Exodus 14, verse 14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. This verse, situated within the dramatic narrative of the Israelites at the Red Sea, provides a profound Lenten reflection on divine stillness and trusting God amidst overwhelming challenges. To truly grasp the essence of Exodus 14, verse 14, it's vital to understand its historical context. The Israelites, freshly liberated from centuries of slavery in Egypt, found themselves trapped. Before them lay the impassable Red Sea, and behind them, Pharaoh's formidable army, regretting their release and pursuing them with vengeance. Panic, fear, and despair gripped the Israelites, who, despite witnessing God's miraculous plagues against Egypt, questioned Moses' leadership and longed for their former bondage rather than facing apparent annihilation. It was in this moment of extreme vulnerability and fear that Moses delivered God's message: do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. This was not a call to apathy or inaction, but a command for active trust and quiet reliance on God's power. The Hebrew word for still in this context implies to let drop, relax, to let go, to be quiet, a powerful contrast to the Israelites' natural inclination to panic and strive. God's intervention was absolute. He hardened Pharaoh's heart to pursue them, not out of cruelty, but to demonstrate his glory and power to both the Egyptians and the Israelites, solidifying his identity as their deliverer and salvation. The battle was not theirs to fight, it was the Lord's. And indeed, the Lord fought for them, parting the Red Sea and allowing the Israelites to cross on dry land, then closing the waters over the pursuing Egyptian army, consuming them entirely. This miraculous event served as an undeniable testament to God's omnipotence and his unwavering commitment to his people. For Christians in late Lent, the narrative of Exodus 14, verse 14 offers immense comfort and guidance when facing spiritual exhaustion. The feeling of fighting, whether against personal temptations, societal pressures, or internal struggles, can be draining. Lent, while a season of spiritual discipline, is not meant to be a period of self-flagellation or striving in one's own strength. As some contemporary reflections suggest, Lent should lead us to a deeper reliance on God, rather than becoming a spiritual productivity challenge. The command to be still during Lent resonates deeply with the exhaustion that can set in. It's an invitation to release the need for control, to stop striving in our own limited power, and to actively trust that God is at work, even when circumstances seem overwhelming. This stillness is not passive. It's a profound act of faith and surrender. It means consciously choosing to lay down our burdens and anxieties at the feet of God, believing that He is capable and willing to fight our battles for us. Many Lenten devotionals emphasize surrender as a core theme. It's about letting go of what hinders our intimacy with God and allowing Him to work in our lives. This can involve surrendering our desire to be constantly right, our addiction to outrage, or our need to control every outcome. Grief and difficult circumstances often force us into this posture of surrender, revealing that some things were never ours to control in the first place. The practice of stillness during Lent can take many forms: quiet reflection, setting aside intentional time for silence and meditation, allowing God's voice to be heard above the noise of daily life. Trusting in God's timing, acknowledging that God's plans and timing are perfect, even when they don't align with our own. Releasing control, consciously handing over worries and struggles to God, recognizing our limitations and His boundless power. Cultivating gratitude, shifting focus from what we lack or struggle with to the blessings and mercies God provides daily. The promise embedded in Exodus 14, verse 14 is that when we are still, the Lord fights for us. This divine stillness brings with it a peace that surpasses understanding. It's a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles and that God is actively engaged in our deliverance. This concept of God fighting our battles is echoed throughout Scripture, assuring believers that no problem is beyond His sovereign care. To further deepen one's Lenten journey and understanding of these powerful biblical truths, a comprehensive Bible compendium can be an invaluable resource. Such a compendium could offer detailed commentary on key Lenten scriptures, providing historical context, theological insights, and practical applications for verses like Exodus 14 verse 14, Psalm 46 verse 10, and relevant New Testament passages on surrender and rest. Lenten devotional plans, guiding users through the 40 days of Lent with daily readings, reflections, and prompts for prayer, specifically addressing themes of spiritual exhaustion, trust, and surrender. Studies on biblical figures, exploring the lives of individuals like Moses, who experienced profound reliance on God in moments of crisis, or Jesus in the wilderness, as examples of divine stillness and trust. Practical spiritual practices, offering suggestions for incorporating prayer, meditation, and intentional rest into daily life, not just during Lent, but as sustainable spiritual habits. The ultimate goal of this Lenten reflection is to move Christians from a place of weary fighting to one of peaceful surrender, secure in the knowledge that the Lord fights for them. It's an invitation to embrace divine stillness, allowing God's power to manifest in their lives and renewing their spirits for the journey ahead.